So just about set. And our pitcher tonight, Christopher Sanchez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And strike two. That just misses. And the count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Outside low. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, no outs. Suzuki now at the plate. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fouled off. He was late. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting fourth.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Ground ball to first, could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Bush, the next to hit. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Kelly on at second with 2 down. On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. That one lifted to left. Kepler makes the grab, and that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies coming up. Back here in Philadelphia, and on the hill for the Cubs, Chris Flexen.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Bottom of the first, this is Bryson Stott. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
On the ground to first, Bush. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting second.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Grounds 1 to short. Swanson slings it across, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Let's go, Schwarber.
Check swing, called strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Nothing doing here this half. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies nothing. Top of the second. Now it's going to be Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Not even close there. Ball one. One out, bases empty. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In time to Bohm. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Matt Shaw.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. That one the other way, and foul ball. And that is out of play. The pitch. And misses inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And that skips into dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Happ batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Move to first.
Take.
Checks a swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
In plenty of time to first, and the inning is over. Cubs leave one. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the second. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
First baseman, Alec Bohm.
Flexen back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, right fielder,
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball. No strike.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kelly settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting 6, left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 7, third
Here's the
baseman,
rookie third
number
baseman
14.
trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail it here 2-0. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning,
for the
Kyle
Cubs,
Tucker,
right fielder,
a.k.a.
Kyle
King Tuck,
Tucker.
to the plate now. In there at the knees, strike 1. And that's in there for a strike. A little slider that finds the mark.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Tosses to first, and Tucker is
Up next
retired.
for the Cubs, left fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Here's the left fielder, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swings through that. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Outside, and that's ball 1. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Hit in the air, right field. Nabs it out, number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now here is Carson Kelly. Doubled his first time up.
Here we go now, Phils.
Step off, throw to first.
Hey, Shay!
Suzuki dives back in safely. Just
That's a
missed. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Hit on the ground to short. Turner fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia,
off
Brandon
for the
Marsh steps to the
Phillies,
plate.
Center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting ninth, catcher, Rafael Marchand.
Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. Flexen checks on first, and he's back in safely. In for a strike, 0-1. And that one is inside.
1 ball, 1
Marsh
strike.
on at first, nobody out. Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
He caught it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early,
Now
but you still want to move the
second
runner up and
baseman,
give your team a
Bryson
chance to score.
Stott.
That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Grounded out his first time. Splits the plate, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one at the knees for a strike. On the ground, right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but
Now
you've got to
batting,
make sure you put the ball in
shortstop,
play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Turner.
Turner takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Misses outside, and it's 2-0. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And that's the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies 1. Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for the Cubs,
Start of the
first
4th.
baseman,
So up now for
Michael
Chicago,
Busch.
Michael Busch. Late swing, foul to the left.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back. Gone. A monster shot to right. His second home run of the series, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked the cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Swanson, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And it's 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Inside, just missed.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That's way outside. Yeah, that's ball 2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Nice grab from his knees, the throw, and they get the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
And next for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. On the ground, out to short. Jumps, throws, in time, got him. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And that one fouled off. High in the air, out to right. Tucker makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And here comes Alec Bohm. First pitch, and he just misses. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Horner. And there's 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he
Now
missed it
batting,
right there. And I'm
the
telling
right
you,
fielder,
he is going to be
Nick
frustrating with himself until his
Castellanos.
next at bat.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And we're back.
Leading
Ian
off
Happ
for the
up
Cubs,
to hit.
the designated hitter, Ian Happ.
Sanchez back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That one missed. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to
Up
even
next
get to
for the
that
Cubs,
ball. And
right
then
fielder,
even more
Kyle
impressive was the
Tucker.
throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Tucker in the box again, takes a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. And ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Mick Abel up and loosening in the pen. Strom warming up as well. That misses. The count now 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick
Now
outs for the
batting,
starter.
left fielder,
Yeah, he's been
Seiya
very frugal
Suzuki.
today, economical with the pitch count.
Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strike.
Struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as the lead remains 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
Fouled off left side.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Now the third baseman.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Close, but called the ball. And 1-1. Two down, nobody on. That one misses, and it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies.
Marchand.
That's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cade Horton up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier also throwing. Marsh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Two outs. Runner on the go. Just a slow ground ball this time. The throw to first, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Matt Strong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center
Leading off
fielder,
for the
Pete
Cubs,
Crow
center
Armstrong.
fielder, Pete
He's one of the
Crow
faster
Armstrong.
guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. First pitch just misses. Strom, a 6'2 southpaw, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. The 1-0. In the air out to center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the
Kelly.
run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Kelly in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Action in the pen down there. Mick Abel up and throwing. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
2-0.
And that's outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Swings here and blasts one left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to
Now
be
batting,
thanks to the
first
bad
baseman,
jump.
Michael
Those small
Vivo.
moments can be costly.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Come on now, Phillies.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
1-0.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance. But if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Finish him. Come on.
Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike him out. 3-2.
That's to third, and that one handled. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's in there. And the count even at 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, he scores. And they lead by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Two outs, runner at first. So here's Horner now. He's grounded out a couple of times. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Matt Shaw. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Horner stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2. That's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Horton.
Now
He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Number 22, Cade Horton.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's too high. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Brad Keller appears to be getting loose. On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Phillies,
Trey Turner down.
Trey
Both
Turner.
2 in this one. Pickoff throw. Stop. Back in on the dive.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
No, that's a ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a 1-1. Foul ball there. In the air, right field, and there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes Schwarber to the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Man at first, one away. Next
One
pitch
ball.
misses
He's
way
good.
outside.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Come on now, Phillies.
And down on strikes. 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies.
And now
first
it's Alec
baseman,
Bohm.
Alec
His home and away
Bohm.
splits there.
Let's go, Phillies. Come on.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. A changeup missing. 1-2 the count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Phillies strand one. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound.
58.
Tanner Banks.
Tanner
He last pitched
Banks.
2 days ago. Now it'll be the
Leading
Cubs
off for the
DH.
Cubs, the
Ian
designated
Happ.
hitter,
1
Ian
for
Happ.
3. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Marsh on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear
batting,
and go
right
a long
fielder,
way to
Kyle
track that
Tucker.
one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Tucker batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first, and Tucker is retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Left fielder, Seiya
2 down, base is
Suzuki.
empty. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's the strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
2 down, nobody on. And that one in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Two balls, no strike.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to third. Zips it across, and Castellanos is out.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Now batting Max Kepler, 1 for 2. Slider for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it off. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
And a base hit. So a man at first. Here's the third baseman. Just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Kepler over at first with 1 away. And it's even up.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Let's go, Phillies!
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kelly brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Let's go, Phillies.
Fastball is outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's off the inside corner. Ball three. The Cubs leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me
Up
right there,
next
Boo.
for
The
the
last one
Phillies,
wasn't even
catcher,
close.
Rafael
First and second,
Marchand.
2 outs. Marchand will hit next. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Let's go, Philadelphia.
That one
No,
off the mark,
that's a ball.
and that is ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. 2 on, 2 outs. Fly ball to right. Tucker grabs it on the run. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back,
Phillies,
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the
40.
8th. Mick Abel. He's
Mick
been so good against
Abel.
lefties. Here's the center
Leading
fielder,
off for the
Pete
Cubs,
Crow
center
Armstrong.
fielder, Pete Crow
He's a guy,
Armstrong.
Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Ball 1 there. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler sizes this one up, makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher
Now the
Carson
Cubs catcher,
Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
Let's go, Phillies.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's
1 ball,
down and
2
away.
strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 2 away now.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation,
Yeah, that
it's
is
just
the
become
first
such a
baseman,
problem for
Michael
hitters
Bush.
in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
In time to Bone, and that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Brazier.
And he's got a nice lead to
pitching
work
for the
with, so
Chicago
he should
Cubs.
come in throwing strikes,
Number
attacking
54.
these hitters.
Ryan Brazier.
Back to the top of the order
Leading
now.
off
And
for
digging
the
in for
Phillies,
Philadelphia. Bryson
second
Stott,
baseman,
a former
Bryson
first-round pick, and he's
Stott.
really turned into a nice everyday player. And first offering is fouled off.
Let's go, Phillies! Yeah, way to go, Big Phil! All right, let's go.
Fought off foul. That one inside. Look out. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. To first, and that's one away as the leadoff man
Now
is out
batting,
in the eighth.
shortstop,
Good two-seam
Trey
action right there.
Turner.
Running away from the batter. Rolled over it. Got the ground out.
Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Brad Keller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar, a left-hander, also throwing.
Two and 0.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Suzuki going back on it, and it hits the fence. Around second is Turner. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Just missed. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And there's a fly ball deep right field onto the track, and he makes the catch. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Abel back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carlos Hernandez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Robert getting loose as well. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it throw off their release point and their mechanics. And they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Gets the call, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
2 straight.
Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second.
Got him.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Alec Bohm. And that one sliced foul. Brazier, the 6-foot righty, 37 years young. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2007. And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. That to right. Tucker hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick
He's
Castellanos.
2 outs away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And that one hit to first, but that rolls foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Swanson makes the call and the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
So they're down to their
Max
final out.
Kepler.
Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Well struck right field. Tucker going back. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-1 is how it ends. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.